What up, guys? What's up, Devon? What's up, JP? So I wanted to hop on real quick and talk about some stuff that's going on over in China. China, China. I just miss how he says it sometimes. Don't you guys miss that? Man, I freaking miss that. China. Anyway, guys, I don't know what to make of what's going on in China right now. I don't know if it's propaganda, or I don't know if they know something that we don't know. But for those of you who might have forgotten what happened the last couple of years, January 2020, pre-pandemic, or the pandemic already existed, but the world's reaction didn't exist yet. There were videos coming out of China of government officials in hazmat suits, bodies piled up, people being locked into their homes. Like literally, they were drilling doors shut, people walking and dropping dead on the street. And now that we've had about 2.5 years almost of this nonsense, I'm going to call it like it is, it now seems that those videos were propaganda. Because as far as I've seen, since that first couple of weeks, people haven't just like been walking, moseying along in their life and then just dropping dead. COVID doesn't seem to do that to people. It seems to be more of you get sick with symptoms, you get hospitalized, and then you slowly, if you do end up passing away from the virus, it seems to take its time. And it seems like there's other things going on, such as cytokine storms or inflammatory responses, or respirators that shouldn't have been used. I mean, there's a lot of causes and reasons, and obviously obesity has a role, and vitamin D. We know all this. We don't have to go over it right now. That's not the point of this video. But the point of the video is there's now this new round of, as JP here says in the comments, shock factor. I mean, you watch the media now, it seems that we're on a new round of just videos coming out of China that are quite shocking. And at this point, I've had the big C twice. I had Alpha, and then I've had Omicron. As you guys know, my status, I have not taken any treatments like that were mandated by Joe Biden's press releases. I am free of those concerns. I did take the Joe Rogan method the second time around. I had access to that from Mexico. So I personally I personally, again, consult your doctor, FDA, CDC, go to the WHO, all the yada, yada, listen to Dr. Fauci. But I personally kind of over it. I don't know what to say. I'm over it. But I was on Twitter yesterday, and I for those of you watching our podcast with Clay Clark that we just got off of like an hour ago, I alluded to it. I was on Twitter yesterday, just looking at Twitter, the cesspool that is Twitter, and I see a video on my feed of a dog lying in the street, and government officials in China with their hazmat suits coming with, I guess, these big pipes, and they just start beating this small, poor little dog to death. And, I didn't realize there was audio, but I clicked to the video because once you start to see it, it's like, I couldn't look away. And I clicked the fucking video, and I had to listen to the dog's screams as it whimpered and was beaten to death. And, I didn't cry, but my body got really warm with just hatred and anger. Like I physically felt like sick to my stomach seeing this poor dog. And, you guys know that I have two small dogs myself. And I know how much love dogs are capable of giving and having. Come here, girl. Give it to me. Here's what I want to show you. Come here. Come here, Cloud. Come here. Cloud, what is this? Cloud, come get it. There's my girl. All right. She loves tennis balls, guys. Come here, Cloud. Come here. Come say hi to YouTubes. So this is my girl, Cloud. You guys know her. I mean, you've seen her so many times. Come here, Raindrop. Come here, Raindrop. And this is Raindrop. And despite the fact that my girls went to the park for about an hour today and ran laps, they still have just so much energy. So I love you. Good girl. Okay, jump. Go get it. Go get it, baby. So anyway, guys, dogs to me are a passion point. They're like my family, and I've just been seeing so many horror stories on coming out of China as it relates to pets, and I wanted to share some with you. That's what we're here for today. Now, I'm not going to play any of the videos of dogs being killed or slaughtered on the channel. Number one, YouTube censorship. Number two, don't need you guys to see that. You really don't need to see that shit. It sticks with you for weeks. The thoughts, the sounds, the audio. I'm shaken up by it still from yesterday. And what pisses me off though is they don't even have like a warning label on the video. You know, like I'm against censorship. Like, people always say, Adam, why don't you block the trolls? Especially sometimes I've been going live on TikTok, and there was a night a couple of days ago where I had 605 live viewers at one time on my TikTok channel. And it was probably 90% angry liberals trolling me and insulting me. I don't really care. I'm just like immune to it. And everyone's like, why don't you block these people? Why don't you block these people? And I was just like, yo, I'm pro free speech. Like, if they want to insult me, make fun of my appearance or whatever, make fun of Trump, say he belongs in jail, Trump 2024 for prison. I don't really give a shit. It's like, whatever, it's free speech. I don't want to block people, but I'm a big fan, and Tim Pool was talking about this, of slapping the sensitive content label on things. And then you have to put a click and say, do you want to see this or not? They didn't even freaking do that. It was just like, boom, here's a dog being fucking beaten to death. So anyway, I'm going to play you some of the lighter content coming out of China right now to show you guys how people are dealing with this, these quarantines and lockdowns. So check this video out, guys. Let's pull the screen in right now real quick. And action. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Do I have any porn links open? Nope. I don't want to get Alex Jones where he had the the porn links open. All right. So this is I literally just grabbed this headline from the article, Chinese man in quarantine walks dog from 4th floor window. So check this out, guys. This is what people are resorting to in China right now. So that is that's what they're doing in China, man. I mean, like, this is communism 101. When China says something, these people listen or they'll be disappeared. It's a real thing. You guys could check it out. It's a real thing. You get disappeared out there. And I gotta say, like, on one hand, I give these owners credit for coming up with these creative methods of walking their dog, albeit very dangerous methods. I get it. Like, your dog's got to go outside, got to go for a walk. Like, that's pretty ingenious the way that they've solved that problem. It's almost like a jailbreak out of a movie. Um, but the insanity of these lockdowns is so sickening. And if you looked at the video, the guy was wearing the mask inside his own home. So like these people are on lockdown, they're not going out, so they're not giving it or getting it from anybody. So why would you wear a mask inside your own home? Is it for optics for the video? Like, did he put the mask on before they started filming that? Or I don't know. Probably they probably wear it all the time. They probably sleep in the mask at this point because God forbid, they get a knock on the door from the government officials. They better be wearing a mask. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy way that they're having to walk their dog. And let's read some headlines of that's also happening out there in China. Again, we're not playing any explicit videos on my channel here today. This is going to be nice and clean, PG rated, but the content we might talk about it's going to be pretty negative stuff. But in this video here, a video shows COVID worker beat dog after its owner tested positive. A pet dog was beaten to death by a health worker in Shanghai in an incident that sparked fury online, offering a glimpse into the growing frustrations of a lockdown residents in China's COVID hotspot. The clip, which appears to have been filmed by a resident of a nearby building, shows a COVID prevention worker dressed head to toe in protective gear chasing a corgi down a street and hitting it 3 times with a shovel. It then shows the dog lying motionless. The videos have been reposted and deleted by multiple users. CNN cannot identify the original uploader. The corgi's owner was in quarantine at the time of the attack and released the dog onto the streets after being unable to find anyone to care for the animal in his absence. So I've actually did not watch this video. I'm not going to watch this video. I love corgis. I just saw corgis at the park this week. I saw one yesterday. Saw a black and white corgi at the park yesterday. Cloud and him, they gave each other a little sniff, but they didn't really interact too much. They're loving dogs, and corgis can't even swim. These dogs are very loving, loyal. There goes my dogs breaking stuff in the back. I don't know what they're doing. So apparently this guy tested positive. The government workers went into the building to get the guy to bring him to some government facility. The owner was like, I can't leave my dog here because it's going to starve to death. And I don't know how long I'll be gone. Because again, he's being disappeared. So he said, let me take the dog with me and release him on the street. And maybe he's got a fighting chance. So what do? They just chased after the corgi. Now, the saddest, most heartbreaking part of the story to me was apparently when the owner was put into the ambulance, the corgi was chasing after the vehicle to try to unite with its owner. And that's when it was just killed to death. These are family members. And, even though in China, pet ownership isn't as advanced as it is here in the US, the younger generation is making strides where dogs are being seen as part of the family. Unfortunately, there are still people in these parts of the world that do eat dog. And as of right now, from my understanding, China does not have any animal cruelty laws. So if you go to, here we go. There are currently no nationwide laws in China that explicitly prohibits the mistreatment of animals. However, the World Animal Protection notes that some legislation protecting the welfare of animal exists in certain contexts, especially ones used in research and in zoos. So they're allowed by law in China to chase down these dogs and kill them with shovels and pipes on the street, family members. And let me tell you this, guys. I'm just going to put this out there on the internet. I don't care if it's public. If anybody ever puts a hand on my fucking dogs, I will destroy them. That is a fact. That is an actual threat. Like, you don't fuck with someone's dogs. These are family members. And especially for people like me that don't have human children, they are our children. Now, whether or not it's a good thing or bad thing, you could talk about replacement children. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. They're my kids. So you put a hand on them, you are now liable to have to deal with the wrath of me. And, I've read a lot of research online about pet ownership. And what I've read is they've tracked mothers who have human babies. They've tracked their brain waves, their hearts, their neurological systems. And what they find is even mothers of human babies, of infants, of toddlers have a stronger physical, biological, chemical reaction to the thought of their own dog than they do of their own child. Okay, so there is a lot of research that what are you eating this tennis ball? What are you doing, you fool? So there is a lot of research that shows that the love of pets is that of the love of a child or more. In a lot of places, it's mind-boggling. So that is the reality we're living with. Um, I do know that in China, a lot of people do feel this way as well. Just so you know, keep in mind that. But ultimately, as an overall culture, they don't look at pets and dogs the way we do here in America. That's the bottom line. And because I got to throw something pro-Trump out there for you guys, Donald Trump made animal cruelty a felony. He increased the punishment. So God bless you, Trump, for protecting animals and caring about animals. That was some bipartisan support, but I don't care. It happened during your presidency. So I'm very proud of you, Donald Trump. And just to fact check that, Trump animal cruelty felony. President Trump signed federal animal cruelty bill into law November 25th, 2019. And let's see if I can share the screen real quick because I'm trying to pull this in from Chrome. Remove. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Bear with me. I don't have Tara right now. Usually Tara does all this stuff on our stream, but now this is the one-man show right now. This is the Adam Francisco show, the Be Free My Sheeple show. That's right. Let's see. Can I share that? I think it's pulling in the wrong link. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Okay, here we go. Here is the fact checked. President Trump. Oh, screw you, New York Times. I don't want this. Anyway, you guys could read the headline right here. President Trump signs federal animal with the law. There you go. You guys saw that. Boom. Fact check. Go look it up yourselves. It's there for you guys to see. He did it. He made it a cruelty. And when I was becoming red pilled, by the way, this law was one of the first laws I saw that Trump signed that got me on the Trump train. No, not even kidding. I looked at my dogs and I was in Thailand. I said, "Yo, guys, did you know this?" I was like, "Yo, Trump's got your back, dogs. Holy shit!" And that was it. From there, it became a big part of the Trump train. God bless Trump. All right, let's look at this other article. This is the same story. Shanghai coronavirus lockdown. Corgi beaten to death by pandemic worker and latest pet killing to anger China. The corgi could be seen chasing a van with its owners who were being sent to quarantine before it was killed. It's not the first time pets have been killed during China's fight against COVID-19. There was another story coming out of China where they went into an owner's house. Guy tested positive for COVID. They saw a dog there. And what do you think the dog was doing? Barking at the government workers because you're in his home. That's what dogs are supposed to do. And what do? Well, they killed the dog. They killed the dog in his own home. I mean, what a fucking disgrace that is. That is a shame. They should be, honestly, these people should be ashamed of themselves to do this to pets. You know, this is just going after zero COVID. It's so. If this is what zero COVID means, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not doing that here in America. We're not doing that here in America. It's not, we're not letting it come to that. It will never come to that here. We can't allow it to happen. Here's another one. This is from March 30th. So I have good news, but let's read what they were thinking in March. Chinese city orders all indoor pets belonging to COVID-19 patients in one neighborhood to be killed. So this is just a mass culling. Imagine living in this neighborhood. You go there are people walking their dogs, parks are full, people are playing fetch, everyone's having a good time. This order comes out. 2 years later, there's no more dogs being walked, no pets on the street. That's fucking eerie, guys. That's creepy as hell. Well, the good news is China cancels or reconsiders the plan to kill all house pets of COVID patients March 31st, the next day. I think the one thing that, and this again, I've never been to mainland China. I've only been to Hong Kong and Taiwan. Probably can't go to mainland China now after doing this video. If I land, as soon as I land, I'll be disappeared, right? But the one thing that I understand about China is they greatly care about their reputation on the world stage. From my understanding, these things will happen behind the scenes. And as long as they can keep it quiet, they'll do these things. Like, they don't really care about the morality of it all. What they'll care about is if it gets public and gets exposed. So I think what's happened is, and again, this is my opinion, maybe someone in my audience has been to China. This news comes out, there's massive backlash from on a global stage. So then they go, you know what? Let's publicly say, you know what? We're going to cancel or reconsider that order. But in the meantime, based on the videos we see, they're still going out and doing this stuff. And I thank God that people have iPhones that they can actually capture this stuff, share the content online, make it go viral on things like Weibo and everything. And yeah, so this is what's going on in China right now. I've always personally said I am going to boycott visiting mainland China, just because of the Yulin festival, the Yulin Meat Festival. And I'm not, again, we're not going to be pulling in any images right now because no one needs to see that shit. Um, Yulin Meat Festival, probably one of the worst things in the world that actually exists. Yulin Dog Festival 2022. Disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not going to pull in these images for you guys. I don't even want to show you cooked dog, what it looks like. I mean, I'm sure everyone here has seen that to a degree. Um, but let's see if I could find. I want to just read you a little bit about the Yulin Meat Festival. Here, this is a safe article to pull in for you guys. I'm just trying to pull in no gore. I don't want any gore on this channel right now for you. You know, I got to keep this above board. Um, Dog meat supply source. A small portion is brought from farmers who sell their old and sick dogs to the trade. China is home to over 100 million pet dogs and cats and is also the world's largest number of stray and free roaming dogs. The dog meat trade is totally enabled by the criminal enterprise of stealing and abducting pets and stray dogs, most notably in rural areas where people keep dogs as a guardian and companion animals, but allow their dogs to roam and unfortunately become easy prey for dog thieves. Farmers are most at risk, and I want to see if I could find this for you guys. Despite being terribly upset at the loss of their dog, it is never reported to the police because they know a little, if any, follow-up investigation would be carried out. The police would not take the case seriously. The majority of dogs are stolen are typically stray dogs and people's pets. After local thieves and criminals routinely abduct and steal pets and stray dogs, they are sold to middlemen suppliers who house the dogs in their collection points, a filthy and rundown empty warehouse with little food until they have enough dogs to supply a truck to the city. Mm. Generally, these are around 500 dogs who are transported in tiny cramped cages over hundreds of miles without food or water, often in freezing or extremely hot weather, depending on the temperature and the time of year. So that's what's going on in the Yulin Meat Festival. And unfortunately, I have seen videos of dogs being kidnapped on the internet. And let's just say it's really traumatic for not only us, the viewers, but it's also traumatic for the dogs themselves. And, you know, really can't literally can't do anything when this shit happens except just be forced to look, stare, and just pity the dog and hope that it was a quick and painless death. Um, I'm trying to find on my iPhone right now, which is why I'm looking over here. Uh, the way dogs are now. I've never been to mainland China, but I have been to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Taiwan, Hong Kong, been all over Asia. And I remember in Vietnam how many dogs I saw uh, chained up outside the owner's home on like 1 foot of rope around their neck. And these dogs really had no room to move. at all. Uh, this was not the kind of life that I think any dog deserves to have, but this is how a lot of dogs live in these parts of the world. And, you have to be mentally prepared to see it. Um, I saw it in Mexico too, which was pretty sad because that's even closer to home. I remember there was this one dog in Mexico that was chained up, living basically in the yard. And he was pretty, I mean, he had food, but he was really skinny. And he was fucking depressed. I've never seen a dog this depressed. Never seen a dog this depressed. I'd go to him, he'd get up, he'd wait, he'd wag his tail a little bit, but he lost his complete zest for life. I mean, this dog, and apparently it was a puppy. So I spoke to a friend there, someone I knew, and I said, "Can you guys go pick him up and just kidnap him?" Because, and she was a pet owner of, she had like a grooming center, a pet groomer, whatever. And she said she went back to look, and a couple of days later, the dog was gone. And to this day, I always wonder, like, what happened to that dog? You know, um, I fear the worst. I fear. Oh shit! Settings, camera, race time. Sorry about that, guys. I think my Sony died or something. But anyway, I fear the worst for that dog. And yeah, that's just the real world out there, guys. That's the real world out there. I don't know how we could fix it. It's going to take many generations. And even still, you can't touch everybody in the world. People are still going to, there's still going to be cultures and values that are going to be behind the times. So it is what it is, I guess. I don't know what to do. It breaks my heart, but all I can do is draw attention to it on my platform. And that's what we're doing today. So, with that said, guys, um, horrible stuff happening. Don't go on the internet. Don't look for this shit unless you want to have a really bad day. If you want your day ruined or you want your body temperature to rise, then go look. But otherwise, horrible stuff coming out of China today, and we got to just call it out as we see it. All right, guys, you know what time it is? It's time for me to go to the gym. Today's a shoulder day. Shoulder day today. We're gonna do shoulders, and got to keep yourself in shape for the pending civil war that's happening. Got to make sure we're all in good shape, so when shit starts to go down, we can manage our own. All right, guys. As always, I appreciate all the support, the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, the join. The best thing you guys could do, and I'm gonna call this out right now. Let me pull up my screen one more time before I take off for the day. Let me do some shameless self promotion right now on my channel. I first want to thank. I believe I have 4 members now, so thank you to you 4 that are joined my channel. It's a grind, guys. YouTube's a freaking grind. You guys know it is. But if you guys go to my channel, right over here, see this little join button right there. It says join. You click that, you can have these 3 options: $2.99 a month. I put buy me a coffee. Or, I don't know, whatever. That's not even a coffee anymore. This coffee right here, this almond milk latte was $4. So I should say buy me 3/4 of a coffee. Buy me a foot long. Footlongs aren't even $7 anymore. That's like $9. Thanks, Joe Biden. And buy me some gas. That's not even a tank anymore. This was a tank with Trump. With Trump, this was a tank and a quarter, $25. Now this is half a tank. So anyway, shout out to Ken Johnson. He is the only Buy Me a Gas supporter right now. And I appreciate that a lot. $25 a month is a lot for anybody to be putting towards content. But the reality is the way that the world is headed, when you have companies like CNN that have CNN Plus that are trying to charge people $10 a month, whatever the hell they're charging those clowns. I personally think the money's better off going to small creators like myself, Tara Shapansky, Savannah Hernandez. Like obviously Savannah Hernandez, people like her are at a level above mine because she's got like I think 50, 60,000 subscribers, maybe even 100. there's like the me and Tara's. We're like the entry level. Then you get to like the Savannah Smiths or Savannah Hernandez or the James Klug level. They're like the next level up above us. Then after that, you get to like that middle range level, which is like Lauren Chen or Sydney Watson, right? And then after Sydney Watson, you get to the mega stars like Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro. And then after that, you get to the major corporations like CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and all that nonsense. Um, so I'm still on the ground level right now on a very small channel, intimate audience. I get to interact with all of you guys. Like I'm literally reading all of your comments as they come in, which is awesome. Blaze Bob, I see JP, Noah, Ninja Reaper. I see all you guys. Like I'm able to literally acknowledge every comment that comes on my channel. And that's what I love about my size. But I would like to be much bigger. And then you have the Mitch Lazadas in the comments. And Mitch Lazadas is the level currently that's behind my level. So like, and that's not even a jab. I mean, I used to have 1,000 subs too on YouTube. I used to have 2,000 subs also. I think you're at 2,000, which reminds me, while you guys are watching, go to Mitch Lazada, go subscribe his channel. He's a Filipino American patriot content creator. He has great commentary on social issues, current events, news, and he's been hitting the street more, doing videos over in I think Nevada and the Vegas Strip. So I think he's done Vegas before. Give him some support, Mitch Lazada. Get him some subs. Let's get him up there. But there's levels to this stuff, and as more of you guys join, right? I literally, so this week you guys are getting a new video every single fucking day. That's it. I've already had video every day for the last 3 days, 4 days. You're gonna get another 3 more days in a row of videos. I have enough content right now to last me 3 more days. So every day you guys are going to be getting more and more content, exclusive content. This is exciting times. But the more you guys join, even if, it's the $3 membership, if I can get like 100 of you, now all of a sudden it's like that's a small income stream, right? If I can get 1,000 of you, now it's actually a making ends meet. And if I can get 1,500 of you to convert, now we're talking shit. This guy could do this full time. You know what I'm saying? And the best part about it is the more money that we can get through our channel, the more we can travel to events, the more we can put into production, the more I can go out there and shoot even more every day. And I'm already doing, I don't know, 5-6 hours a day for my channel. It's a commitment, guys. But I love it. I think it's really important. I know there are not a lot of Latino content creators out there right now that are, yeah, bro. Yo, that video I just did at UCF, I couldn't even freaking walk that whole time. I was literally, that's why if you watch the video, I don't move once because my left foot was so in much pain that I had to just stay in place and interview these people. Usually I'm like moving around. I couldn't even move, which I actually think visually worked really well for the video. But it's horrible, guys. It was so bad, but I'm back. I can actually walk now. Still can't run, but I could walk at least, which is great. Fucking gout. Unbelievable. But yeah, if you guys could consider supporting, we're all struggling right now. Obviously, Joe Biden's killing us. He's killing everything. It sucks. But I want to keep doing this, and I want to keep bringing you guys even more and more and more and more content. And the day that you see me drop off, for example, if I stop posting as often, or, let's say I 2 weeks I get lazy, then cancel. Be like, you don't earn my monthly subscription. The only way that people like me and Tara earn you guys reaching into your credit cards and paying $3, $7, and $25 a month is if you see the results on YouTube. You see us out there pushing content every day. I feel like if we're doing that, we deserve the support. If we're not doing that, you deserve to cancel on us. I mean, that's the way it works. So we're going to keep doing the best we can, bring you as much content as we can. I'm very active on TikTok, Adam Francisco 2. My number is my second account there. YouTube, we're going to keep going as much as we possibly can until eventually they try to nuke us. But hopefully by that time, I'm much bigger. And yeah, if you guys could tell friends about my channel, I'm trying to hit 25,000 subscribers. And right now I'm almost at 16,000. And so many of you have been with me since I was at like a couple thousand. I recognize JP since I was small. Noah Badi's been around for a while. Cody's been around for a while. Ray Studios has been around for a while. He's a supporter too. He got me on his He got me on his podcast, which I really appreciated. Vegas Smooch, Epic Paul. He's been there. Go support Epic Paul too. He's got a little channel also. Devon, he's an OG. Devon's an OG, 100%. Let's see who else is in the room today. Yeah, Blaze Bob is a name I think that I've seen before in the comments on the channel. But yeah, we're growing, bro, and we're growing, guys, and it's exciting times. If you can hit that join button, obviously we appreciate it. And as always, God bless Trump. God bless him. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We got a video that I'm going to go to the gym now, come home, edit, and then work on that. It's my collaboration with the beautiful Danielle Ray. Let me see if I could show you the promotional unit I made real quick before I hop off. Downloads, desktop. Downloads. Where is she? Oh, it doesn't want me to pull it in because it's not a video. Hold on, let me show you. So me and Danielle Ray from Instagram filming some content. So this is the promotional unit I made. I hope this shows through on my shitty ass screen. Let's see. There we go. Me and Danielle Ray. Boom. You guys like that cover art? That little promotional art? I tried to imitate her pose. I think I did it better. Although mine looks far less natural. I look like a non-binary. I look like an NB. So if you guys want to see that tomorrow, she's a 21-year-old Christian conservative. I think she's Christian Catholic. I honestly don't know the difference. She's one of the other. Don't tell her I said that. I'm not sure, but she's a conservative for sure, and great girl. It'll be live tomorrow, so come back to my channel. See you guys. God bless Trump, and be free.